So, now, quickly, I have some questions for you. I'm going to hold up a number, and I want you to try and guess what that number has. It's a significance. The number is 6347, and it has a significance to what we're here for tonight. Can anybody guess what 6347 has relevance to tonight for? If you can't guess 6347, maybe you'll guess 153. Anybody here? 153. It's not. It isn't possible. Maybe one. I'm from all the way from Charlton. I'm afraid Blaby's lost on me. I'm afraid. Sorry. Last number 82.18. Possibly. These numbers. Where we are today in Enderby, it is 6,347 miles to one of the projects that the Tumaini Jipya project is working on. If you were to get in your car now, Google Maps informs us that it will take 153 hours to get there. Now, I'm presuming that they haven't factored in the fact you might need to go to the refreshments at one point. And if you walk from here, it will take you 82 days and 18 hours. How they got the 18 hours as well? And of course, that does include a bit of walking on water. Now, I would just like to ask you one other question quickly. I don't know who watches The Apprentice, or who ever puts a ticket on the Euro Millions lottery, or who watches a game show ever, but those three things have one thing in common. And what that is that there can only be one winner. There's only one person that wins a game show, there's only one person that wins on The Apprentice, and normally with the Euro Millions lottery, one person scoops. And one is very important tonight, because I've known Louise for over a year now, but you see, she's made this project her number one priority. And Rebecca, who we're going to hear from later on, she's made singing her priority. So this theme of one is very important. And for us also, I believe in our lives, we need to have just one thing that we really focus on. And I don't, obviously, I mean, we have our relationships and our family and our work, but there's one thing we should focus on. And there's three very short reasons why we should have one thing to focus on. It brings time, it brings success, and it brings resources. And we can look at the parallels with what Louise is doing, what Rebecca's doing. The first one is time. If you commit to something and your life is not going off in hundreds of different directions, suddenly the time to commit is actually there. And with time brings success. Apparently, it takes 10,000 hours to become world-class at something. But it's what Rebecca has practiced and practiced and practiced, similar to the choir here. And Louise has put the hours in for this charity. This charity didn't get where it was just by accident. It was the conscious decision of Louise to organise. And so that brings success. And you have to look at that success. Look at the success that Louise has brought with this charity. Rebecca got to number 1 in the classical charts. It's because the time she put in. And thirdly, it brings resources. The time, the success brings money for the charity. I'm sure Rebecca is able to sing professionally because she earns a good enough living off it. But it also brings resources. This charity is doing so well, it attracts more money, and it attracts more help, and it attracts more people. So I'd just like to leave you with the fact that there's probably a lot of you in this room that have already made that decision to commit to one thing that's really important. But a mentor of mine who's a psychology professor and an entrepreneur, he taught me this, that, you should focus on one thing and you will be successful. So for those of you in the audience that have done that, I pay thanks to you, tribute to you and thank you. And for anybody in this room that maybe hasn't decided the thing that they really want to focus on, think of the time it will bring you, the success and the resources that will come your way. And I guarantee in 12 months' time, you'll be as successful, be on the way to being successful as Louise and also Rebecca. So I'll leave you with that. Choose one.